Animal communication was observed in a litter of puppies, 5 of them being females and 2 being male and their mothers. The puppies were 2.5 months old. This litter of puppies actually had 2 mothers. This is because the 2 mother dogs, Rosebud and Trampy, gave birth to their puppies a week apart. Hence, these 2 litters grew up together and became one family. In fact, both mothers adopted all the puppies as their own, yet shared all their puppies with each other. The observation was mainly focused on Scotchy and Eudora, 2 female puppies. Majority of the communication between Scotchy and Eudora and the other dogs is nonverbal. Puppies usually communicate through the twitching of their ears, angle of their bodies, sight, smell, oral faculty, and position of their tail. In these videos, you can see Eudora wagging her tail at her sibling and one of her mothers. This is because she recognizes these dogs and shows friendliness toward them. Here, communication occurred, despite the fact that no vocal sounds were heard. Here we can see Scotchy gently chewing on her brother's leg, but he doesn't seem to mind. Later on, Scotchy crawls onto her sleeping brothers and sisters and falls asleep. They don't seem to mind that either. More than likely, they recognize her smell. Puppies also communicate through ear twitches. In the video just shown, something happened that caused all the adult dogs to bark. Here we see, at first, Scotchy twitched her ears so as to listen to the bark. Perhaps she was listening for danger alerts. However, after a few seconds, she loses interest. Here, verbal communication occurred. Puppies also communicate through growls and grunts. In this video, puppies are shown grunting as they struggle to keep their nursing spot. Here, Eudora growls vigorously as her siblings play with her. In this video, both mother dogs are eating. They growl to their puppies, who then leave them alone. Of course, I cannot understand what they were saying, but because of the puppies' reactions, I'm pretty sure Rosebud and Trampy had told their puppies to back off and give them a chance to eat as well. And the puppies seemed to respect that.
The human communication observation was done in a church with a youth group of 8 people, 5 being girls and 3 boys, ages ranging from 10 to 18. The room was very open with a lot of ventilation, however it lacked vibrant colors. It was mostly verbal communication with a lot of gestures being used. However, during different sections of the youth service, one was utilized more than the other. For example, during a Bible game, more gestures were used because the game played was charades. However, during the analysis of a Bible verse, it was mainly verbal communication being used. It was evident that the subject I chose to focus on, being a male and the leader of the youth group, decided to make more use of body language, especially when giving an example, when he noticed that his verbal communication wasn't really effective. When the game was finally understood, the room got pretty noisy because the youths were able to express themselves in a manner that they thought was expected. However, an adult walked in and all talking ceased. The main manner of communication then was through body language, especially eye contact between several youths and a knowing smile, as if they felt hesitant to communicate with an adult or authority figure in the room. However, when the adult left, the youth returned to their noisy chattering. So it is evident that the youths used a variety of communication and changed their behavior according to the situation or circumstance that they were in.
One of the communication characteristics which was observed was stimulus bound. Dogs need a stimulus to instigate verbal communication. For example, in the case where the adult dogs are barking, the stimulus was another dog passing on the street. In the same way, vocal communication is also shown because the dogs are communicating with each other, and when one dog barks, all the other dogs bark, which shows that some sort of interaction is happening. Interchangeability was also observed. In the instance where the adult dogs were barking, we see Scotchy's ears twitching. By her body language, she is receiving the vocal signals being issued by the adult dogs. Therefore, animal communication has interchangeability because both parties can send and receive vocal signals.
During the youth group Bible study, displacement was also evident because the students were able to reference or allude to Bible studies that they had read in the past and make inferences about how it might affect their decisions in the future, and therefore the communication was not limited to the present. Joint attention was also seen because the youth group leader pointed at his watch while continuing to talk about the subject, and it had already been established in that class that that signal meant we only had 5 more minutes to discuss. Within the Bible study, the human language characteristic of productivity was also highlighted. A Bible text was presented, and the teacher elicited responses from the youth students. While some redundancy was evident, the word choice used and the connotations of those word choices shows that innumerable messages can be formed based on the combination of elements in a language.